So I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much. I have to apologize to begin with. I printed out most every poem that I was going to read tonight, so I wouldn't have to flip through my book, you know, and like look at this little print. But of course, I left the folder at home and the list of poems I was going to read as well. So I think I kind of recreated it, but there will be a lot of page flipping. So,
lower the mic.
Oh, lower the mic. Okay, thank you for that tip. Okay, so we're going to start out with a poem from my book, Everywhere I Find Myself. This was the most recent book, a full-length book of poetry. It has a whole, smorgasbord of material, dark, light, comedic, internal, external, you'll see. Anyway, Flying to Ohio. After a soporific of red wine and potato chips, I drifted off over the Great Plains at midnight. The cabin darkened, my heart and the heartland lit. Now the sky is reddening in the east, and in the west, lights are clumped like islands glimmering through vellum. On a solo adventure 4 decades ago, knapsack on my back, I wandered from the foot of the Acropolis to Delphi and Santorini, channeling light. Returning home, a prodigal wanderer, I never stopped. Sometimes at high altitudes, I still find shards of former selves, a polished stone, a sun-bleached shell. So again, we're going internal to another poem which is titled Entitled. Dark and light were in separate universes, along with the sun and moon, the stars and the night, the saints and the sinners, the living and the dead. And beauty couldn't coexist with ugliness, and love couldn't coexist with hate. And then something opened inside me, maybe when they cut out my cancer and left a scar on the length of my left breast. Life came together then, the good and the bad, the pain and the pleasure, the sadness and the joy. I was no longer the same, and I let it flow by on the river Lethe, taking my sorrow out into the depths where it merged with the sea of greater sorrow, making my small sorrows smaller until they were no longer necessary.